Welcome to our video on tips for caring for your dog's paws in the winter. You see, just like us, dogs can feel the chill of winter, especially in their paws. As temperatures drop and snow begins to fall, it's important to take extra care of your furry friend's paws. Think of their paws as our bare feet walking on cold pavement, ice, and snow. Not a pleasant feeling, right? Winter can be harsh on their delicate pads, exposing them to dryness, cracking, and even painful injuries. Imagine your dog trying to tell you they're uncomfortable, licking their paws constantly, or even limping. That's no way for our furry companions to enjoy the snowy season. But don't worry, with the right tips and tricks, you can keep your dog's paws healthy and happy throughout the cold months. We'll guide you through everything you need to know to protect those precious paws and make winter a more enjoyable experience for both you and your dog. Let's dive in. You see, we often overlook the hidden dangers lurking on those seemingly harmless winter walks. It's not just the cold, it's the unseen threats that can really harm your dog's paws. The ground can hide sharp ice shards, hidden beneath the snow, just waiting to cut into those sensitive pads. And then there's the salt, that white blanket we use to melt the ice. While it might be necessary for us, it can be incredibly irritating to your dog's paws, causing dryness, cracking, and even chemical burns. They might lick their paws trying to soothe the irritation, but that only makes it worse. Prolonged exposure to freezing temperatures and moisture can also lead to frostbite, a serious condition that can damage your dog's paws. And let's not forget about those snowballs that can accumulate between their toes, leading to discomfort and even infections. Remember, your dog can't tell you when something's wrong, so it's our responsibility as pack leaders to anticipate these dangers and protect them. By understanding the potential hazards, you can take proactive steps to keep those paws safe and healthy all winter long. Just like we check our own feet for blisters or cuts, our furry companions need the same attention. Make it a habit, a ritual even, to examine your dog's paws after every winter outing. Look for any signs of injury, no matter how small. A small cut might seem insignificant to us, but to your dog, it's a gateway to infection and discomfort. Look for redness, swelling, cracks, or any bleeding. Pay close attention to the spaces between their toes, where salt and debris can get trapped. Remember, early detection is key. By addressing any issues promptly, you can prevent them from escalating into something more serious. And if you notice anything unusual, don't hesitate to contact your veterinarian. Think of it as a daily paw patrol mission, ensuring your furry friend's paws are ready for the next winter adventure. Now, a good podicure isn't just about aesthetics. It's about preventing discomfort and potential problems. Imagine walking around with overgrown nails, catching on every surface. That's what it's like for your dog with long nails. Overgrown nails can make it difficult for your dog to walk, putting extra strain on their joints. They can even curl inwards and pierce the paw pad, leading to pain and infection. Similarly, the fur between your dog's paw pads can trap snow and ice, forming those uncomfortable ice balls we talked about. This can lead to matting, irritation, and even frostbite. So keep those nails trimmed and the fur between the pads neatly trimmed. You can do it yourself or ask a professional groomer for assistance. Remember, a well-groomed paw is a happy paw. Just like our skin gets dry in winter, so do our dog's paw pads. The cold air, combined with the drying effects of salt and snow, can leave their pads rough, cracked, and prone to injury. Think of it as chapped lips, but on their paws. That's where a good paw balm comes in. It's like a protective layer, shielding their pads from the harsh elements and keeping them soft and supple. Look for natural pet-safe balms that contain ingredients like beeswax, coconut oil, or shea butter. Apply the balm to your dog's paw pads before and after walks, gently massaging it in. Not only will this protect their paws, but it can also prevent snow and ice from sticking to the fur between their toes. A little bit of moisture goes a long way in keeping those paws healthy and happy. Now, I know some of you might think dog booties are just a fashion statement, but let me tell you, they serve a very important purpose. Think of them as little winter boots for your furry friend, protecting their paws from the worst the season has to offer. For dogs with sensitive paws or those living in areas with harsh winters, booties are a must-have. They provide a barrier against the cold, ice, salt, and those harmful chemicals lurking on sidewalks. Plus, they keep those paws dry and warm, preventing snow and ice from accumulating between the toes. When choosing booties, make sure they fit snugly but not too tight, allowing for proper air circulation. Start by introducing them gradually, letting your dog get used to the feeling. With a little patience and positive reinforcement, you'll have your furry friend strutting their stuff in their stylish and functional winter footwear. Just like we wipe our feet after coming indoors, our furry companions need a post-walk paw ritual too. Think of it as a way to remove any lingering traces of winter's harsh elements and pamper those tired paws. After each winter outing, take a moment to wipe your dog's paws with a damp cloth or towel. This will remove any salt, chemicals, or ice melt that might be clinging to their pads. Pay attention to the spaces between their toes, as these areas tend to trap debris. If your dog has long hair, you can also use a paw wash or a bowl of lukewarm water to rinse their paws thoroughly. Just make sure to dry their paws completely afterward to prevent any moisture from getting trapped. Now, while we might think those chemical de-icers are a godsend, keeping our sidewalks and driveways ice-free, they can wreak havoc on our dog's paws. These chemicals can cause irritation, burns, and even poisoning if ingested. The good news is, there are safer alternatives available. Look for pet-friendly de-icers that are made from natural ingredients like beet juice or alfalfa meal. These options are less likely to harm your dog's paws or pose a risk if accidentally ingested. You can also create your own pet-safe de-icer by mixing sand or kitty litter with salt, reducing the concentration of chemicals. And remember, limiting your dog's exposure to treated areas is always a good idea. By making conscious choices, you can keep your sidewalks safe while protecting your furry friend's precious paws. As pack leaders, we need to be attuned to our dog's every move, especially during the winter months. Pay close attention to their behavior, as it can often signal if something is amiss with their paws. If you notice your dog constantly licking their paws, limping, or holding up a paw, it's time to investigate further. These could be signs of dryness, cracking, irritation, or even an injury. Other red flags include excessive chewing or biting at the paws, redness or swelling, and bleeding or discharge from the paw pads. Remember, dogs can't tell us when they're in pain, so it's crucial to recognize these subtle cues. By being proactive and addressing any issues promptly, you can ensure that your furry friend enjoys a positive winter experience. Caring for your dog's paws in the winter is essential for their overall health and comfort. Remember, those paws carry them through every adventure, every walk, every game of fetch in the snow. By taking these simple yet crucial steps, you can ensure their well-being throughout the colder months. By following these tips, you can ensure your furry friend enjoys the winter months without paw problems. Imagine them bounding through the snow, paws protected and spirits soaring. Thank you for joining us for our video on winter paw care for dogs. We hope you found these tips helpful and easy to implement. Keep your dog's paws protected this winter and enjoy all the fun that the season has to offer together.